Hey guys, well, I'm all packed up, ready to go camping. So, yeah, it's a little bit rainy today. That kind of sucks, but getting on the subway, and I'm headed over to Wilson Station. We're gonna meet up with Arthur. I know you saw the bike, you all loaded up. Maybe you thought I'd do a bike trip, but nah. However, it turns out Wilson Station is not north of where Arthur lives, so I actually went to Finch Station by accident. And then, yeah, well, he just drove over and picked me up, so it wasn't really a big deal, but oof. Kind of a silly mistake to make. Anyways, now we're on the road, headed towards the 407, I think. Forget exactly what highway this is, but we're riding up north to Barrie, and made a stop at this Princess Auto shop. Arthur wanted to buy a adapter for his trailer hitch for the bike rack that he's borrowed from his brother, and we just tested it out to make sure that it all seemed to work, but we didn't put the bikes on. And yeah, picked up a few things while we were in Barrie, like some hot dog buns, and we're off to the provincial park that we're gonna camp at. Still north. I don't know. I haven't really heard of this park before. New to me. I'm gonna say the name when we come across it. Oh, we actually also took a detour around parts where the Great Trail is. The trail that's supposed to go across Canada that you could hike across. And originally I was planning on biking up here, if no one else wanted to come. So yeah, there's parts of the road that are also run parallel to parts of the trail. Some parts, like this part, looks really nice. Damn, I could go across Canada on that. But it wasn't like that the whole way, unfortunately. But yeah, picked up some blueberries and corn from a roadside stop, and yeah, kept going. I think from here on out the trail would have been ended, but yeah, Hawenda, the park that we're gonna go to, about an hour north of Barrie. So yeah, when we get here it's oh, there's no running water. That's kind of bullshit. It's kind of for a $50 campsite, kind of was expecting some running water and a flush toilet, but anyways, we got to our campsite right as the last campers were leaving for the day, and it looks pretty clean, so that's nice. There's a little trench here that I imagine they dug so the rain wouldn't get into whatever they had here. And yeah, I'm setting up Adam and Don's tent here. Arthur helped, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. I feel like maybe I was a kid last time I set up a big tent. I was like, man, this is a real big pain, but more or less just a couple rods and some spikes and shit, and looks pretty good. It's a 6-person tent, so way more room than I'm gonna need, but also that's kind of nice. So spacious, luxurious. Anyways, now that the site is a little bit more set up, we checked out the washrooms, and yep, they're just locked. Then we went to get some wood, and took a video of us in the cutout standee thing. Woo! And yeah, we got a fire starter, some aluminum foil, some sticks for the hot dogs. Yeah. Oh, and of course, gotta get our bikes back together. I didn't get my front brake just right, but yeah, what can you do? So, yeah, just a quick ride around the campsite, or the campgrounds. Then I put my basket back on, and we're riding south to the closest town, which I think is about 15 or 16 kilometers away. You know, here's us at the sign as we're leaving the park. Yeah, you know, not exactly the bike friendliest roads, but people were giving us plenty of space, and it wasn't that busy either way. And yeah, going down this hill, I think we hit 42 kilometers an hour. Pretty fast. It's gonna suck to bike back up. And I believe we're in Pentananguishene, or something like that. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. But it seems like kind of a nice community. Have a nice view of the water. It's like on a big hillside. Stopped at Tim Hortons, got a slushie. And then, yeah, went to check out their waterfront area. Yeah, going down that hill was pretty fun. So yeah, they have a nice little bike path along some of the water here. And some interesting monuments and statues and stuff. Right there, felt the water, because I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go swim after this, right? He's like, man, that's so cold. But yeah, looks like some areas are a little bit flooded around here, but whatever. So now we're just riding back to the campsite. And off to our right there's like a little trail, but it doesn't go that far. Some other trail networks that are around the area that are not on Google Maps. Follows another snowmobile or ATV trail, which maybe you could probably bike on, but I don't know. It was muddy, so no, it was just better to stick to the roads. And yeah, took a while to get back. Saw some neat mushrooms on the way. Like, wow, that was a big mushroom. And yeah, back at the campsite. So we locked up our bikes to the bench, and now we're gonna drive over to the Georgian Bay beaches. I guess we could have biked, but if we were gonna go in the water, it'd be nice to be in a warm car afterwards. And it's pretty windy. I'm just waiting for Arthur to get into his swim trunks, so looking at these neat mushrooms and stuff. And yeah, pretty big waves, you know, for Ontario. But yeah, we're going for it, guys. And yeah, it was cold, but refreshing. You know, after a long bike ride, it's kind of nice to at least get in there a little bit. And it's kind of a rocky beach, so it was hard to get out, but got out fine. And then, you know, brush the sand off my feet. And yeah, we went for a walk along the beach. Very windy, but pretty cool. Lots of clouds. Neat rock. And then yeah, walked through the woods back towards the car. Arthur wants to ride it here, so we can go down and up the big hill that was before the beach. So yeah, set up a clothesline, dry off our stuff, and we started our fire for the day, or you know, evening. It's probably like 6-ish. I don't know, maybe 7. Not too late or early, but I'm ready to roast some hot dogs. The fire starter burned very well. However, the logs didn't really catch. So I walked around for a bit until an old lady talked to me. And then I asked to borrow her axe. And she's like, yeah, sure. So now we're gonna try to split the logs. And we just did this for like an hour and we got a bunch of split logs. And it sort of worked. And the old couple that lent us the axe came over and was like, oh, just burn up these sticks. And I was thinking of how we're not supposed to burn up the sticks from the ground, but it worked. And the fire got going. Maybe they were good luck, I don't know. But yeah, we roasted those wieners. And then we went and looked at the stars. Can't see them on camera, but you could kind of see the Milky Way, so it's kind of nice. Anyways, back at the site. Fire's pretty much burnt down. We played a video game and then yeah, it's late enough. It's time for bed. Later, guys.